Hi, my name is Julio Rivera. I'm an activist, journalist, adventurer, veteran, television presenter, and businessman. I've covered many of the major historical events going on around the world over the past several years, and after watching regime changes, conflict, and historic elections globally, I've come to the conclusion that the most underreported crisis in the world today can be defined in only one word: malware. That's why I've decided to dedicate my time to educating people everywhere and exposing the dangers that exist on the devices that we've become tethered to and depend on for so many reasons in our day-to-day life. Welcome to This Week in Malware. On This Week in Malware, we'll be covering the infamous AZORult Trojan is using a fake Proton VPN installer to dupe victims into installing malicious software. MassLogger sets the new standard in the realm of keylogging threats, and as the hysteria related to the coronavirus pandemic begins to wind down, so does the prevalence of overall COVID-19 themed malware and ransomware attacks. AZORult malware is making a comeback with yet another social engineering attack. Researchers at Kaspersky Labs report that a malvertising campaign redirects traffic to a spoofed Proton VPN website that spreads the infamous malware. VPNs, or virtual private networks, have risen in popularity, with roughly 17% of desktop, 15% of mobile, and 7% of tablet users employing the use of a VPN on a monthly basis, according to the website thebestvpn.com. Proton VPN, NordVPN, and VPN Pro have all been subject to such scams similar to AZORult as user numbers have increased. The AZORult malvertising attack began in November 2019 when the attackers listed the Proton.store website on a Russian-based register. Upon visiting the malicious website, which bears a resemblance to the original Proton VPN website, the unsuspecting user is lured into downloading a fake Proton VPN installer for Windows. Instead of getting the VPN they want, they receive a copy of the malware to download, and the fake software infects the victim's computer. Researchers explained that upon execution, the malware collects environmental information about the infected device and uploads the gathered data to a command and control server that is located at accounts.protonvpn.store. The malicious actors will then proceed to steal other information such as email credentials, usernames, passwords, and even cryptocurrency directly from the user's local wallets. Additionally, the malware will also obtain data from locally installed browsers, including cookies and browser history. AZORult is using COVID-19 to spread its infection. In addition to the recent malvertising campaign, AZORult malware has also been spread recently via phony coronavirus maps. Hackers have created multiple websites related to the coronavirus and information to prompt users to download an application that is purported to give updates on the pandemic. The website displays a map that looks genuine, that displays heat zones related to the COVID-19 spread. It then generates a malicious binary file and installs it on the victim's devices. According to Shai Alfasi, a security researcher at Reason Labs, as the coronavirus continues to spread and more apps and technologies are developed to monitor it, we will likely be seeing an increase in corona malware and corona malware variants well into the foreseeable future. AZORult, a menace born in 2016. AZORult has been active since 2016 and is one of the best-selling malware strains on Russian forums. Buyers seem to like AZORult because of its numerous functions and its proven high performance. Not only does the malware harvest sensitive information, but it can also act as a dropper for other malware. Also, It guarantees its owner's anonymity by its tricky use of .bit domains. This more than justifies its price tag of $100. Although the malware continued to sell well, Cridbrox, the main distributor of AZORult, stopped selling it at the end of 2018. Cridbrox explained that all software has a shelf life. It's run out for AZORult. It is with joy and sadness that I announce that sales are closed forever. And now, almost 2 years later, a new version of the malware is making a comeback with new tricks as well as rewritten and improved code. Masslogger, which is one of the newest keyloggers currently making the rounds in the cybersphere, is being tracked by security researchers who believe that it could significantly impact the keylogger market in addition to the phishing threat landscapes. Keyloggers, which make up the largest volume of unique phishing campaigns by malware type today, continue to grow in both popularity and sophistication among cybercriminals. The reason some researchers are so concerned about Masslogger is because of how quickly the malware is updated. The creators of Masslogger consistently update and improve the software, allowing hackers to overcome security measures intended to stop it. The rapid real-time development allows the malware's authors to add features in response to customer feedback quickly. Security firm Cofense Intelligence identified a campaign that used an attached GULoader executable to deliver an encrypted Masslogger binary. GULoader is a popular malware delivery mechanism that downloads encrypted payloads hosted on file-sharing platforms that are generally seen as legitimate. The email used in the campaign was also recently used by an Agent Tesla keylogging campaign. This could indicate that some hackers have already decided to switch from Agent Tesla to using Masslogger. Masslogger's additional functions. Masslogger's creators, who are known as NyonXCat, are also responsible for other well-known malware strains, including LimeRat, AsyncRat, and other remote access Trojans or RATs. NyonXCat's malware is versatile and easy to use, which allows for easy implementation by novel hackers. Although it's simple enough for beginners, many of the features incorporated into Masslogger are still advanced, including its ability to spread via USB. Masslogger's authors continue to improve its functionality, including a whopping 13 recent updates that were released over only a 3-week period. In notes released with a recent patch, NyonXCat explained that new targets have been added to the keylogger's credential stealing functions and that features have been added to reduce automated detection. These sophisticated features highlight the dangers of this new and multifaceted threat and separate Masslogger from the rest of the malware herd. Microsoft's Threat Protection Intelligence team recently said that despite all the media hoopla over the past several months, the malware attacks that utilize COVID-19 themes barely registered a blip as far as the total volume of threats the company sees on a monthly basis. COVID-19 themed malware attacks recently included emails carrying malicious file attachments or malspam, which are emails containing malicious links that redirect users to phony sites or malware downloads. According to Microsoft, the first attacks using a coronavirus theme occurred after the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a global pandemic on January 30th of 2020. As people looked for more information regarding the growing pandemic, attacks intensified and peaked in March of 2020 as most of the world enforced stay-at-home orders. The week following the WHO declaration saw these attacks increase by 11-fold, Microsoft said. By the end of March, every country in the world had seen at least one COVID-19 themed attack. However, Microsoft says that the attacks plateaued soon after, and as public interest in COVID-19 died down, then malware operations settled into a new normal. Microsoft also said that most of the coronavirus campaigns tracked were highly localized. hackers usually targeted users in a specific country and weaponized the local news to increase the chances of success. They preyed on our concern, confusion, and desire for resolution, Microsoft said. As outbreaks involving LockyBot, Emotet, and TrickBot started to appear, Microsoft also said those malware groups didn't put in any particular effort into exploiting COVID-19. Currently, Microsoft says coronavirus-themed hacking attacks have gone down, but they are still higher than in early February when the attacks first started, so they haven't completely died out for good just yet. Going forward, Microsoft believes that the attacks will persist as long as COVID-19 remains in the headlines. Nevertheless, Microsoft says COVID-19 seems to be just an outlier in the general threat landscape, where most of the attacks continue to be typical phishing and identity theft scams that are generally seen. You know, as I think about the dangers that exist online, not unlike the subjects we learned about in this video, I know I feel a lot better having an anti-malware program like Spy Hunter installed in my PC, providing me the protection I need against malware, and I think you should too. Spy Hunter 5's strongest features are found in its malware repair capabilities. Spy Hunter 5's remediation algorithms dive deep into your system to remove and address complex malware issues affecting PCs today. While many anti-malware products only flag and quarantine malware and ultimately fail to fully remediate the root problem, the Spy Hunter 5 remediation algorithm detects, quarantines, and programmatically repairs malware problems on your PC. Spy Hunter 5 is a powerful PC utility that repairs malware threats in many cases where other competing anti-malware and antivirus programs may fail. To detect and remove malware for free, go to enigmasoftware.com and download Spy Hunter today. Thanks for watching.